Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq price prediction and SPX. We're gonna see, of course, what happened today. I was waiting for the intraday a little bit to take the confirmation for higher here, but actually we didn't took it. As you can see, the gap, and we see, of course, a potential finished ending diagonal here as a 1 2 3 4 5 finishing wave 5 and dropping down towards the lower prices. Now the indication that you have finished here, of course, is taking this price 23k 500. It has been risen up. Of course, it was before lower, now it is over there, because the only scenario or possibility that you still have here in hand is a 1 a 2 and then 3 4 and a 5 continuation for higher prices. But I doubt it. I doubt it very much, because of course we see a little bit of weakness here in Nasdaq and SPX. However, keep it in mind, of course, at 23k 717 might mean confirmation for higher, and might means, of course, that you might still range in this area. Even if you take this one-to-one fib level, means, of course, that this is not a diagonal anymore. This might be, of course, something very bullish, and of course, confirmation for bullish. Therefore, we have to be careful. 23k 561 is your next key level to be watched. Now, in case, of course, we continue the trend downward, of course, A, B, and a C. During this wave C, we have to test the areas here for wave 2, of course, around this blue box as well. But we're going to see this later on once we get the confirmation. So once you get this confirmation, you might, of course, seek directly for this blue zone. And after all, we take it after it. Of course, we're going to see the character of this wave, and then, of course, reanalyze. So based on the US 500 as well as the same, we can see, of course, one single wave toward the upside on the 15-minute chart, which is not really nice, even as an impulse. So if this is an impulse, you got invalidation directly, unless this is double 1 2 and you're still looking for 4 5 4 and a 5 toward the upside. Again, of course, if you continue for lower and you take 6,383, well, this is an indication that we move lower. Of course, we have to test the areas for a 1 2 big 1 2 here, because this, of course, took the high, and that means it is a finished here leading diagonal. You have a 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and potentially, of course, you might drop down for wave 2 and continue later on. Very probably can be, unless it continues directly taking the confirmation for higher, which is exactly, or a confirmation for bullish, which is exactly 6,415. By this level, that means, of course, you are looking for a wave 3 after double 1 2 and a bigger double 1 2 here. You're looking for something very bullish, because this one-to-one fib level means that, of course, the wave 5 is longer than wave 3 in this diagonal, and which is not allowed. Therefore, it transforms it directly to double 1 2 and then 3 4 5. However, let's watch this key level and see what's gonna happen, and we're gonna test, of course, in case taken, we're gonna test those areas, of course, and we might see anyway a drop down for this ABC corrected wave. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.